As he put it at one point, there is evidence of potential violations of the statutes regarding the handling of classified information. Then he goes on to say, our judgment is that no reasonable prosecutor would bring such a case. So he didn't really find necessarily that she hadn't committed a crime. He just said that he didn't think it was a crime that should be prosecuted, which is a different matter entirely, and goes well beyond what one might have expected an FBI director to recommend to the department, perhaps, or to say publicly, which makes this whole procedure today more than a little unusual, Megan, because if you think about it, if he didn't think it was worth prosecuting, all he had to do, when you think about it, is simply turn over his findings to the Department of Justice and leave it to the Department of Justice to make what he described as a prosecutive decision. Mm-hmm. He declined to do that. In fact, I think what he probably thought, Megan, was that if he did that, there wasn't any chance that the department would bring charges. And if you start thinking about the Obama Justice Department, with Loretta Lynch at its head, formerly headed by Eric Holder, the most credible person in the whole place that anybody's ever heard of is James Comey of the FBI. Mm-hmm. And it's not too much to suggest here, it seems to me, Megan, that he has placed his credibility at the service of what he knew would be the ultimate outcome of this case once it was referred to the Justice Department. And in that sense, he did this administration, this Attorney General, and perhaps it's not unfair to say Hillary Clinton a very great service, although, as I say, he did blow up her whole network of lies that she told over time.
Well, I mean, he seemed to be saying, we're going to get into the law after you in our next segment, but he seemed to be saying to me, this is how I interpreted it, that no reasonable prosecutor would bring a case like this because the history doesn't support cases like this. When these cases are brought, it's for intentional actions that undermine the security of the United States. And if you look at the ones that have been brought, it's where somebody intentionally stole documents from their government agency, downloaded them on their personal device, kept them at home, lied to the FBI when they